Hi, Timirah.
Hi, how are you?
Great. And I'm really pleased that you are here together with us on the hackathon because, as far as I know, you are really experienced in hackathons. Can you tell us something about it?
Absolutely, yeah. So I've been involved in the hackathon community in the US for a few years now. At least I want to say since 2014. And I started off in the Los Angeles area, or probably the West LA area, what they call Silicon Beach. And that's Venice Beach, Santa Monica.
Pretty nice area, right?
Yeah, very, very nice, yeah. But yeah, so about 4 years now.
All right, so is there something different here in this particular hackathon that makes it like, and differs it from other hackathons that you participated in?
Absolutely. So I've been involved in a couple of music tech hackathons so far, one of them being the Capitol Records hackathon that happened a few months ago. And I think that hackathon in general was a little more broad in terms of music tech, and a little more focused on consumption, even artist to label relations. With this hackathon, it's more hardware and music creation focused, right? So this is the engineers hackathon. This is the producers hackathon, right? And I've just seen so much to do with sonic, to do with just innovation. I've seen instrument art here. I've seen a guitar made from a book.
Yeah, this is really cool acoustics thing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So I've seen so many things, work creatively just on the engineering side of the recording process, which is it definitely stands out.
All right, so today you were a mentor, and
Yes.
during the other hackathons you were a participant or also a mentor?
I've participated in several hackathons before, but for the past couple years I've been mostly mentoring.
All right.
Yes.
So is this also something different in music hackathons in comparison to specifically tech ones in terms of participants?
In terms of participants, I think, some hackathons, they have different themes, right? I've seen hackathons more themed towards a certain company or a certain technology, or a certain, certain topic like space or something like that. But music tech, these are people who come from a certain background specifically, and this has been a good group of hackers. You guys have done great in terms of developer outreach, because these people that you have involved, they're both creatives and technical people, and it's hard to find a lot of the times, people who code like myself and who are also creatives like myself. So they understand both sides, and they know what it takes to be in those environments, and they know the problems that they're trying to solve, as opposed to them trying to think of a problem in a regular hackathon, or put themselves in someone else's shoes in another industry, as opposed to knowing the problems firsthand, and also being in an environment where there's so much history already, in terms of the engineering and the involvement in just like engineering the sonics, when it comes to music creation as a whole. So this is like a home for this. This has been amazing.
I know that you are also probably particularly happy about music hackathons like this one because of your musical background.
Yes.
Can you tell us something about your music story?
Yeah, so actually I've been singing since I was 2. I think every singer says that, right? I've been singing since I was 2. But I have, and I've been performing since 6 years old. My mom was my momager. And I had a really big run as far as, my childhood. I was performing at the Apollo Theater. It was in New York City. I was the star of Tomorrow at a very young age. Performed at Madison Square Garden. Opened up for huge people on different tours, and moved to Atlanta and recorded in huge studios and, performed in massive arenas. And so music has been a huge part of my life for so long. I paused on pursuing it full time, but I never like to say, "Oh, I'm not an artist anymore," because that's not true.
That's something you just are.
Yes. I paused on pursuing being in the music business as an artist, and once I did a pause, I was getting my feet wet in tech. I was molding myself in tech. And yeah, I saw this disconnect between music and tech, and because tech kind of disrupted the whole model of the music industry. And I was just telling someone in there, like, you had there were artists who were like top selling artists, and once tech disrupted the model, they didn't know what to do, and it was new to the labels. They didn't know how to guide them, so they didn't survive as artists. So I really learned, I got my chops up in tech, and I also know just from being an artist, just firsthand, what the issues are, the disconnect between, the technology platforms, and the independence aspect of that, as well as the disconnect with the labels, and those three layers. And so this hackathon and events like this and people like this and connections like this, they kind of, they're like an olive branch to marry the two, music business, and the music industry and the tech industry. So my journey has definitely, come full circle and kind of made me the perfect piece to this puzzle and helping to bridge this gap. And I actually have a song about code.
Oh, can you present it? Oh, it would be cool.
Yes, I have a song. It's on Spotify, actually. So I never stopped doing music. I just stopped pursuing it like full time. But I have a song about code called Coderitis.
Oh, please perform.
Oh my god. I'm going to ask them if they can play it during the hackathon, but I can sing. I'll sing the hook. All right. So the hook goes, technology so priceless, dominant devices, got that Coderitis, golden touch like Midas. So can I get 1 for the money, 2 for the code, 3 for innovation all over the globe, 4 to switch the nation to developer mode.
Wow! Cheers!
Thank you.
Bravo!
Thank you. Yes.
So literally, you're an engineer, you're a star, you're an artist. You combine all of those, and now, birds of a feather flock together.
Yes.
You are people of your kind here gathered. Timirah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. I love being here. Abbey Road.